What's up everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who have no idea who I am, I of course am the FPL train. We're on this channel, obviously we just talk things fantasy football. Am I an expert? Absolutely not. I'm quite terrible at the game apparently. I thought I was quite good, but this season I've been absolutely shocking. And it continues, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. But yeah, obviously this video is going to be my team selection. Of course we've got less than 12 hours now until the deadline. Now, I'm not free hitting in game week 34. If anybody actually watched my videos, they would know that. So this is literally going to be my team selection where I've got 4 free transfers for game week 34. 3 of them have been made. 1 of them I'm still not sure on what to do yet. So I haven't made that transfer yet. So we'll reveal all of that a little bit later. But for now, let's look back on game week 33 then, shall we? And it was absolutely a pile of crap for me, let's face it. So I activated the bench boost for game week 33. I thought that would work an absolute treat. I had Saka as my captain. I thought that would work an absolute treat. And it was absolutely a load of crap. Literally, it was awful. So, obviously my goalkeepers were Nick Pope and Verbruggen. Nick Pope got battered 4-1 against Aston Villa. So that weren't great. And Verbruggen also got battered 4-2. So my goalkeepers conceded 8 goals. Unbelievable. So there's 3 points between them two. My defenders, Kieran Trippier got me jack. Absolutely jack. Nothing from that game. 2 goals conceded. 75 minutes played. Absolute stinker. Ruben Diaz did at least get me a clean sheet. I mean, he did play 2 games. He got 9 points in total. He gave away a bit harsh penalty against Villa, so he could have had even more. But I got 9 points from him. I mean, that was probably one of my better, well, if not my best player from this game week. That's how bad it obviously was. Konza got me 3 points, 2 for the Villa game. Sorry, he plays for Villa. Am I stupid? 2 for the Newcastle game, 1 for the Man City game. Not great, but I weren't actually expecting too much, which is why I didn't bother tripling up on Aston Villa players. And then my defenders on the bench, that bench boosted for me. Got a total of 5 points. Colwell, absolutely pointless. Conceded against Fulham, got a yellow card, got me 1 point. Thanks for that, mate. Brilliant. That's why you're 4.4 million. Bag of dog, isn't he? And Timber, I mean, I don't know what to say about this. I absolutely lost my rag when I realised he didn't play against Ipswich in that 4-0 win. Honestly, Arsenal players, there's no point going from now because they're just clearly focused on Champions League. He did get, obviously, an assist in the Crystal Palace game, but he conceded 2 goals, so he lost the point there. So that were great, weren't it? Brilliant. Thanks for that, mate. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, shocking defence, really, apart from Diaz, I'd say. My midfield was an absolute pile of tank, really, wasn't it? So, Rodgers did get 7 points for me. That was 6 of them, obviously, came in the Newcastle game. He got 1 assist in those 4 goals and got a bonus point. Second game wasn't great. I mean, he got a yellow card, and that was about it. So, great for him, weren't it? Semenyo, back to being Semenyo, only get me 3 points. It was a boring 0-0. There's me hoping for a 3-3 game, and it was 0-0. How great was that? And then for Sarr, lost my rag with Sarr, so he obviously had the double game week. First game was against Bournemouth, obviously I just mentioned, drew 0-0. And then they played Arsenal, drew 2-2, and the guy didn't even start. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I absolutely lost my rag with that. So he only played 27 minutes and did jack, and so did my captain, did absolutely jack. So I put Saka as captain. Played 56 minutes against Ipswich, didn't get a goal or an assist there, which was surprising. And then he started on the bench against Crystal Palace, and he played half an hour and got nothing there either. So thanks for that, mate. That was probably the worst captaincy choice I could have actually picked, apart from having Solanke and Trippier. And obviously, Pope. Well, Pope was the same. But yeah, Solanke and Trippier were the worst ones. And Colwell, of course, and Verbruggen. But he's had a double game week and he's got me 4 points. What the hell is that about? I've absolutely lost it there. Not happy at all. And Salah on the bench, you're thinking, you know what? He's going to bag points against Leicester, comfortably smash them, absolutely destroy them. Nothing. Nothing. So 3 points there for Salah. Wonderful. And then that just leaves my strikers. I mean, great, weren't it? So Marmoush got me 4 points. 2 points from each game, Everton and Villa. You think you'll get goals. Didn't happen. Great. Solanke's been an absolute terrible buy for me. Big gamble it was. Spurs just crap, and he is just crap. 1 point yet again from him. What do you say? What do you say? He didn't even start either, which is obviously not out for either, so he played 23 minutes. And Isak only played, obviously, in the Villa game, 75 minutes, got battered 4-1, didn't give me anything. So 47 points overall, absolutely shocking. Just over 11 million players playing the game, and my rank for that game week alone was just under 8 million. That's how crap it was for me. My bench boost got me a total of 9 points. Unbelievable, isn't it? Didn't even get double figures. I think next season I'm just going to smash it out straight away because I really can't be arsed for this bench boost. Same with the assistant manager one. It's just a load of crap, really. But yeah, absolutely awful game week 33. Now everybody's going to be free hitting in game week 34 apart from me. So this is going to be a very interesting game week coming up. So let's reveal what my team selection is currently looking like so far. So then, my team for game week 34, and like I said before, I have 4 free transfers, and 3 of them have been made. 1 of them I have yet to decide on what to do, whether to just roll it and play with 10 players, or to just go all out and bring a certain player in. But there's not really a lot out there that I do fancy, if I'm being honest. And to be fair, there's one I could have made, but I keep thinking maybe I still should make that one and still have 10 players, but I'll talk about that a bit later. But anyways, let's talk about what I've got so far on show. Nick Pope is obviously going to be my goalkeeper. He starts ahead of Verbruggen. Ipswich Town at home. Verbruggen does play in as well, but he's got West Ham at home. To be fair, there's not much difference. Both of those teams have been awful this season, but I'm going to go for Nick Pope as my starting goalkeeper. My back 4, which is technically just a back 3 because Konsa has not got a game at this moment in time, and Ruben Diaz is on the bench. He doesn't have a game either. So I've got at the minute Milivenkovic. I've brought him from Nottingham Forest. Reason why I brought him in is his fixtures towards the end of the season are not too bad. Brentford he's got coming up in this game week. Then after that, he's got likes of Crystal Palace, Leicester, West Ham, and they're going for Champions League as well. So that is why I'm looking at him. Kieran Trippier, well, that's why I brought him in, should I say. Kieran Trippier is in my team. Ipswich Town at home. Fingers crossed he plays better there. Levi Colwell's got Everton as well at home. That's a nice fixture as well, to be fair. But Chelsea just love to concede goals. And of course, like I mentioned before, Konsa doesn't have a game. Neither is Ruben Diaz. That one free transfer I have left, the debate is, do I replace Konsa? I can't decide just yet because even after this game, his fixtures aren't the easiest. Fulham, Bournemouth, Spurs and Man United, but they need to get Champions League football, so they might do well these next 4 games. But for now, I haven't made that transfer yet. Which player would I want to bring in? Now, obviously, the player you'd want most, I'd probably say, is Aït-Nouri, just because purely based on the fact that his next fixture that he has got is against Leicester City, who obviously are already relegated. But the fact is, now Wolves are, staying up, does that mean they're just going to be chilling out for the rest of the season? Because after that, he's got the likes of Man City, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Brentford. It's not great, so would it just be better just to hold off and have 2 free transfers for game week 35? Because then obviously there's a couple of players I want to bring in for game week 35. Because you've got to remember, my team for game week 35 probably won't be great. So that is what I'm thinking at the moment in time. Just rolling a transfer or getting Aït-Nouri. He's probably the best option because he has got Leicester City, obviously, in his next game. I can't remember if he's at home. Yeah, he is at home, sorry. Obviously, the other noticeable fixture you want to have is anybody who's playing Southampton. And of course, in this game week coming up, that is of course Fulham. So Anthony Robinson is probably a decent shout as well for this game week alone. But after that, I don't fancy his fixtures. So that's why I've not gone for him. So yeah, that is how the back line is currently looking. My midfield then, so it's going to be a 4-man midfield. Rodgers is going to be on the bench. I'm not taking him out, even though he hasn't got a game. Just because I do like Aston Villa's fixtures, if I'm being, they're tough, but I like the way Aston Villa played this season. They, like I said before, Konsa, they want Champions League football. So I really think keeping Rodgers in is probably for the best. So that means my 4 starting midfielders consist of Morgan Gibbs-White, who has come into my team. Like I said before with the previous player at Forest, fixtures look they look decent to be fair. Now, could have got Elanga in, if I'm being honest, or maybe Hudson-Odoi. I've just played it safe really, getting in Morgan Rodgers, just because he plays 90 minutes most of the time. So that is the reason why I've gone for Morgan Rodgers. So I'm going for him there. Semenyo stays in the team. You've got United at home. That, to be fair, is quite an easy game on paper. So I'm happy with that. Bowen's come into my side as well. He has, of course, got Brighton in this next game, which is pretty tough to be fair. Then he's got Spurs. Now, if they're still in the Europa, well, they should be still in the Europa League at this point, so they'll probably rest players, so that's good for him. And Man United as well, possibly in the following game. And his last game is Ipswich, so his fixtures for now the end of the season are actually pretty decent, even though West Ham have been absolutely diabolical, even with the new manager. They've been awful, but fingers crossed that one works out a treat for me. And then, of course, Mo Salah is also going to be starting for me. He's got Spurs at home. It's not the worst fixture. He is a potential candidate for captaincy at this moment in time, though he is not. But he is obviously up there because the guy's been sensational this season. But there's one player so far I'm edging ahead of him, and I'll reveal that in a second. And there he is then. So Isak, of course, is going to be my captain for this game week. Ipswich Town at home. It is at home. That is the main thing for me. That is why he's going to be my captain. Obviously, Salah's captain as well. Salah's playing at home as well. And also there is the fact that, Salah can win the Premier League at the Anfield for that game. So that is playing on my mind a bit, but just purely based on the fact that Isak's got Ipswich is making me want to have Isak as my captain for this game week. And unfortunately, alongside him, I've got Dominic Solanke at this moment in time. He's got Liverpool away, so that's going to be dreadful. So Mamouche moves to the bench just because I do like Man City's fixtures after game week 34. They've got Wolves in 35, Southampton in 36, so I don't want to really get rid of my Man City players yet. So that's why I've kept those two. Well, that's why I kept Mamouche on the bench. Now, I could take him out and bring in Cunha, who's got Leicester. That is a possibility. That's something I've been playing with as well. So that'll give me, again, 11 players. And then I'll have Cunha for game week 34, which would be great. But the problem is, after that, what players do I want? Do I still want Wolves in game week 35? That is the thing. Because at the minute, Wolves' fixtures, look, they're safe. That is the problem with Wolves. They are safe. And they've got Man City in game week 35. So straight away, not looking good. Brighton's difficult. Crystal Palace ain't the easiest. And Brentford ain't either. And they're safe. So that is why I'm put off getting him in, because it's just literally get him in and get him out. But at the same time, I want a decent end to the season, which ain't going to happen, is it? Because this free hit for everybody's going to absolutely smash out of the park, and mine's going to be a diabolical end of the season. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that is how my team is looking so far then for game week 34. Still at the 1 free transfer left. What do you think of this team? I think it's okay. You guys probably free hitting, so let me know what your free hit team's looking like. Is it better than my team? Obviously, it probably will be. But yeah, let me know what you think of this team. Let me know what you guys are doing for this game week. And before you go as well, don't forget to like this video, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you all on the next one.